Welcome to Modern English Proficiency Level. This is lesson number 31. Today we're going to be talking about car repairs. Well, what does it mean to repair something? This is another way to say fix something. If your car's broken, you have to repair your car. You have to fix it. Find out what's wrong and correct it, right? So, first of all, let's take a look at the warm-up. Everybody repeat after me. I owe, so off to work I go. Okay, one more time. I owe, so off to work I go. Well, where do we get this from? They're actually making fun of a song that comes from a really famous Disney cartoon. Maybe you've seen this cartoon before. It's called Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Seen that before? Really famous old Disney cartoon. And if you think about the cartoon, remember there's the really beautiful woman with the white skin, and there's also the seven dwarfs, seven little short guys, okay? And now she lives with these little seven short guys, and every day they have to go to work. They have to go off to the mine and dig for diamonds or dig for some kind of jewels, okay? And as they're walking along, they say, hi-ho, it's off to work we go. So this is the song. So this should go, I owe, so off to work I go. That's how we should be saying this. But what does this mean? If you owe something, if you owe money, a lot of people owe money. You take out a loan so you can buy a car, but then you owe the bank money. That means you should pay them in the future. If you owe somebody something, that means you borrowed something and you should give it back. You owe money. And of course, work, what is work? Well, work is your job. It's what you do during the day to earn money. That's work, okay? So, let's go ahead and read this one more time. I owe, so off to work I go. Okay, excellent. Let's move on to the next part, please. Okay guys, now that we've completed the warm-up, let's go ahead and have a little quiz about the words that we learned. First of all, tell me what the word owe means. If I owe money, what does that mean? That's right, it means you borrowed money and you have to pay it back. I owe you money. Next question, what does the word work mean? That's right, you work at your job. That means you do a job, you work. Okay guys, let's go ahead and take a look at the interesting conversation. Two people talking. The first one is Hogan and the second one is Big Boy. So, let's go ahead and read these and we'll learn what the conversation means. So, the first part. Repeat after me. Hogan, what's wrong? Okay, one more time. Hogan, what's wrong? Alright, so wrong. What does wrong mean? It means something is not working right. It means something is broken maybe. Maybe it means you're in a bad mood. What's wrong? Now, he says, my Beamer's muffler fell off. Okay, one more time. My Beamer's muffler fell off. Okay, so first of all, what is a Beamer? Now this is slang for a type of car, a BMW. You know what that is? BMW kind of car? Short for Bavarian Motor Company, I believe. This is a type of car from Germany, if I'm correct. So a very expensive kind of car, a luxury kind of car would be a BMW, alright? And the muffler fell off. What's the muffler? Well, on a car, the muffler is the part you'd find under the car towards the back. It's the part where all the smoke, all the fumes come out of your car. It's the big thing under there. What a muffler does is it keeps the car quiet. If you took the muffler off, it would like that. It would make a big noise, right? The muffler keeps things quiet. It makes the car run quieter. That's the muffler. So a lot of the time, if you have an old car, or if your car goes over some bad roads or some bumping roads, the muffler can fall off, because that's the part that's hanging on the bottom of the car. It can easily fall off your car. And fell off means what? Well, if something falls off, it just falls off, comes off something. An apple can fall off a tree. That's fall off. Fell off. Okay, well, let's look at the next part. Tough break. Okay, one more time. Okay, guys, now that we've finished the interesting conversation, let's talk about some of the words that we learned. Let's have a short quiz. First of all, tell me what a Beamer is. What is a Beamer? That's right. This is short for BMW. This is slang for a BMW, a type of car, a Beamer. Next question. What is a muffler? That's right, the muffler would be found on the underside of the car. It's the part that makes the car run quieter. That's the muffler. Next question. If I tell you, tough break, what does that mean? That's right, this means too bad. This means I feel sorry for you. Tough break. Next question. If I say my computer is a lemon, what do I mean? That's right, it means it's no good. There's always something wrong with it. It's a lemon. Last question. If I say later, what do I mean? That's right, this just means goodbye. I will see you later.
What was that?
I don't know. Something's wrong with the car. It's making weird noises. What should I do?
Pull over to the side of the road. Use my cell phone to call roadside assistance.
Good idea. Hello. Yes, I'm driving my new Mercedes-Benz, and it just broke down on the side of the road near the park. Can you please send someone out to fix it?
What's the problem?
Well, if I knew, I wouldn't need to call you now, would I? Just have someone come right away.
We'll be right there. Okay. Pop the hood. Let's take a look at your engine.
Wow, look at all that smoke.
You've blown a hose of some sort. We'll have to take it back to the garage to fix it. You better call the car rental company and pick up a car. This might take a few days.
Thanks a lot. What horrible luck we've had today.
Alright guys, now it's time to take a look at the 10 sentences. So we're talking about car repair today. What does it mean to repair something? Well, when you repair something, it means you fix it. You put it back together, you make it work again, you repair it. So, let's go ahead and look at these 10 sentences that have to do with car repair, alright? First sentence, there is something wrong with my car. Okay, one more time. There is something wrong with my car. Alright, excellent. What does it mean if something's wrong? It means there's something broken. Something broken in your car. So let's read that one more time. There is something wrong with my car. Great, let's go on to the next one. Number 2. My car's broke down. Okay, one more time. My car's broke down. What does this mean? If something's broke down, it means it's broken. You could say broken down, actually. I'd probably say my car's broken down. But broke down just means it's not working anymore. It's broke down. Okay? Let's go ahead and read that one more time. My car's broke down. Okay guys, now it's time for the short quiz on the 10 sentences. Let's see if you learned anything during the 10 sentence portion of today's lesson. First question, what does the phrase broke down mean? If something is broke down, what does that mean? That's absolutely, positively, 100% right. If something's broke down, it means it doesn't work anymore. My car's broke down. Very good. Next question. What does the word weird mean? That's right. The word weird means strange. Another way to say strange, not normal. Next question, what are noises? That's right, this is just another way to say sounds, isn't it? Next question, what is roadside assistance? That's right, this means somebody will come try to fix your car on the side of the road. They'll come to you. Last question, what is a Benz? good. This is short for Mercedes-Benz, a type of luxury car. Okay guys, humor time. Time for a short joke, or a long joke. Today, our joke is entitled Cat on the Roof. So listen up. This is a complicated joke, so listen carefully. I'll read it slowly. A man left his cat with his brother while he went on a vacation for a week. When he came back, the man called his brother to see when he could get the cat back. The brother said, "I'm so sorry, but while you were away, the cat died." The man was very angry. "You know, you could have told me the news better than that. You could have used a better way to tell me the news. When I called today, you could have said that the cat was on the roof and he wouldn't come down. Then when I called the next day, you could have said that he had fallen off the roof and the vet was taking care of him. Then, when I called the third day, you could have said that he'd passed away." The brother thought about it and apologized. He said, "I'm sorry, I should have handled it differently." So, the brother asked the next question. "So how's Mom?" "She's on the roof and won't come down." Alright guys, now it's time for the cultural section of today. We're talking about car repairs. So, how many of you own a car? Well, I don't own a car either. But there are a lot of things you have to do to keep a car running. It's not as easy as just buying a car. So first of all, let's talk about a couple things about cars. First of all, when we talk about a car, we talk about the make and the model of the car. Have you heard about this before? The make and the model. The make would be what company made the car, like Ford Motor Company, or maybe Chalet, or maybe your car is an Audi. That's the make, okay? The brand name of the car. Now, a model would be like the special name of the car. Like if you have an Audi, maybe you have an A6, or maybe you have an A8, or maybe an A200. That's the model, okay? The number of the car, the special name of the car. So you have the brand name and then the model, make and model. Two different things you're talking about when you're talking about a car. Now, another important thing you can ask about a car is the year of the car. What year was it made? So you could have, I have a 2002 Audi A6. You understand what I'm talking about? The make, model, and then the year. The three most important things you talk about when you're talking about the car. And then also you could probably talk about the color of the car. Anyway, so those are three important things you talk about. The make, that's like the brand of the car, right? The company that made the car. The model, that's the name of the car. And then the year of the car. That's how we talk about it. We say, what year is your car? What year was it made? Okay? Now, also, when you drive a car, periodically, that means every once in a while, you have to take your car into the place where you bought it or take it into a mechanic shop to have it tuned up. Do you know what that means? If you tune up a car, that just means they'll take a look at the engine, they'll make sure everything is nice and tight inside there, make sure everything's okay. That's what's called a tune-up. It's kind of like a checkup for a car, right? When you go to the doctor to get a checkup, they'll just check your body, make sure you're okay. With a car, it's called a tune-up. So remember, tune-up, checkup, okay? Another thing we can talk about is, when you have a car, now one thing you have to do every once in a while is you have to change the oil in your car. The oil in your car, this is what lubricates the engine. This is what makes everything slippery in the engine. If you don't have enough oil in your car, your engine will probably break down. So you need to change the oil. After a while, the oil gets dirty, so you have to drain out all the old oil, put new oil in the engine. This is just the lubrication, the brown or black colored liquid that goes inside your car's engine to make everything run smoothly. That's the oil. So you could ask somebody, do you change the oil in your car? Have you changed the oil? How often do you change the oil? All right? That's our cultural part for today. On to the next part. Not me. Okay, one more time. Not me. All right, so this you'd use if somebody's looking for volunteers. Do you understand what a volunteer is? Okay, what's a volunteer? Somebody that says, I'll do it. Okay, that's a volunteer. So I say, okay, who in this class wants to jump out the window and try to fly? Okay, so I'm looking for a volunteer. I want somebody to say, oh, me, I want to do it. Okay, so if you volunteer, that means you raise your hand and say, I want to do it. I want to jump out the window and see if I can fly. Well, you'd be stupid. You'd probably be a turkey to say that. But now if you want to convey the opposite, you could raise your hand and say, not me. That just means I don't care who does it. I'm just not going to be the one that does it, all right? Not me. Who wants to be the first guy to jump out the window and try to fly? Not me. Okay, so that's not me, okay? So say that one more time. This is really important. If somebody says, who wants to be the first person in the class to get up and do a speech? Not me. Okay. Okay, class, now let's go ahead and do the good practice. We're going to do a little activity right now. So I want everybody to get into groups, okay? Well, actually, let's just mingle. Let's everybody stand up, walk around the room, and we're going to ask some questions about cars. So if you actually own a car, I want you to tell your friend about your car, okay? Ask all these questions that I talked about before in the cultural section. What's the make? What's the model of the car? What's the year? What's the color, okay? How often do you tune up your car? How often do you take it into the shop to tune it up? How often do you change the oil? Do you change your own oil? Do you have somebody else change the oil? Did your car ever break down on the road? Did it ever break down on the road? How about your mechanic? Do you have a good mechanic to fix your car? And what's your favorite kind of car? So, if you have a car, talk about your car. If you don't have a car, why don't you talk about your dream car? What kind of car do you really want to have? Tell me what kind of make, what kind of model, what year, and tell me what color you want. So get up, everybody talk to as many people as you can about your car or about your dream car. So go ahead, everybody stand up, talk to each other. We'll give you a couple minutes to do this. Go. Okay guys, time for the role play. So, I need you guys to be in groups of 2, okay? You're in groups of 2. You're driving along on the road, you're going to Shin, and your car breaks down, okay? Your car is broken. So, what I want you to do is try to fix your car. Pretend like you're fixing your car. Let's see what you can muster up. What does this mean, muster up? This means let's see what you can invent. Let's see what kind of a role play you can make. Let's see what you can imagine. Let's see what you can muster up. So, pretend you're driving your car breaks down, and then you're going to pretend to fix the pretend car, okay? Let's have fun pretending. So, get together with a group, do this, then we're going to go around and we're going to see what your little role play looks like. Make sure you use some of these sentences that we learned today in our book. So, get together with a partner, do the role play, go for it.